Hey, you, buddy. Come here.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. Come here.
What do you want?
You wanna buy an 8?
Huh?
An easy 8?
An easy 8?
Shh. Keep it down. That's right, an easy 8.
Oh, an easy 8. What do I need an easy 8 for?
Well, next time you're wondering how many shots in a row you're gonna bounce off the ass of an IS-3, what do you do?
I don't know. What do you... Oh, you look at the 8.
Shh. Keep it down. Right, that's what you do. You look at the 8. Or, next time you're wondering how many games in a row you're gonna be bottom tier in your new premium tank, what do you do?
What do you do? You look at the 8.
Shh. Keep it down. Right, that's what you do. You look at the 8, and I'll sell it to you for only $50.
$50? I thought they were only a nickel.
A nickel? What do you think this is, Sesame Street? Look, they come in all shapes and sizes. You can get a Thunderbolt, you can get a M4 improved, you can get a Loza, or you can get one of these Sherman Fireflies.
I don't know, man. There's so many different Sherman Easy 8s to choose from. I don't know which one to pick. If I'm gonna slap down that kind of cash, which one do you have?
What are you talking about? You think I own one of these jalopies? I got myself a Defender. If you're gonna pay to win, you might as well pay and win. Know what I'm saying?
Or to say, hey guys, it's Claus. Welcome back to another episode, and let's just jump right into it today. Let's have a discussion while we watch Skills and Skulls from the Cute Clan. That's a cute name. In a Scorpion G. And yes. Shout out to you guys in the Cute Clan. And we're going to watch him have a great game in his Scorpion G, that Tier 8 German Premium TD. And he is bottom tier in his Tier 8 Premium TD. And we're going to watch him have a great game and discuss premium tanks and buying premium tanks in this game. Not any specific premium tank, and I'm not going to tell you what to do or what you shouldn't do, and I'm just going to talk and give you my no bullshit take and opinion, and you can do whatever the hell you want. But as the title suggests, if you read the title before you click the video, buyer beware. And you should always beware when you buy something. As a consumer, you should do your research and learn and try and spend your money wisely. And you have to remember that there are always people out there in video games, grocery stores, car sales, whatever, you name it. There's people trying to sell you things. And you don't have to buy everything. You should buy the things that you want and the things you need and the things that you may enjoy. And what about this game? This is a free-to-play game. Anyone can play this game, and that's why it's so great, because anyone can just show up and start playing, and you don't have to spend any money. You just have to download it. And that's fantastic, and that's how I started. And if you decide you really like the game, you can actually spend some money. You can get a premium account, which gives you more credits. You can buy some gold, which you can use for various things. Or you can buy premium tanks with your gold or with money, depending if they're available on the tech tree or not. And some of them are good, and you'll play for a long time. And some of them are really bad, and you'll never play them. Or some of them get changed, or the matchmaking gets changed, or they get buffed and nerfed. So you have to make well, you could buy them all if you just want to collect them, but if you're only going to buy a couple and you want to get the good ones, you have to do your homework and, buyer beware. So you got to remember, for those of you who haven't been around a long time, the premium tanks in this game have kind of evolved. In the beginning, the premium tanks, they would cost money. No change there, but the role of the premium tank was mainly to give you something unique that you can't get in the tech tree. Tank would have some sort of specialty, something special about it, but it wouldn't be that great that you could, it wasn't overpowered. The reason you bought premium tanks in the old days was to train your crews and to make a lot of credits and have fun. They were made, a lot of them were preferential make tanks, meaning they only got a +1, -2 matchmaking, and that made them fun to play. And I bought some. I have KV5 and IS6, and I spent some money on the game, and it was great. I enjoyed those tanks. You all know, I'm not going to get into a whole discussion on how they're going to change the, remove the preferential matchmaking from a lot of the tanks that were purchased in the past. And you can't just get a refund, right? You got to get a Russian refund, which means you can actually spend more gold to get a different one that maybe is you would like better. And I did a video on that. I'm not going to go all over that again. I'm just going to give you some my opinion on what you should be aware of before you spend money. Okay, and the way it's going now is that there's a lot of premium tanks that come for sale all the time. There's always a new one. It seemed there was kind of just some in the old days that you could buy that were available, like the Lowy, the KV5, the IS6, and some of the FCM 50T, and those old ones. There was an assortment of them that you could buy from each nation. But more recently, not so much now, but at least in the last little while, there's always a new one. Like every couple of weeks or every month, there's a new one that comes out, and there's a hoopla, and there's something special or overpowered about it, or something different about it, and it's this, like a woman needs a different purse. In the spring, she needs a beige-colored purse, and then in the summer, she's got to switch to the white one. And in the fall, she needs a multicolored a burlap one, and then in the winter, it has to be a dark one. And you cannot use the white one in the winter, and you always have to upgrade. And then the next season, you can't use the one from last year, and it just goes on and on and on. And I don't know how they do it, but Wargaming has successfully, mostly it's men that play this game, but they have tapped in to the same genetic characteristic that women have to constantly upgrade their shoes and purses. They have tapped into men constantly wanting to upgrade their pixel tanks. But what do I mean by buyer beware? Just a little story for you. Were you one of those lucky guys that bought yourself a Primo Victoria, which is basically a Centurion, but when it came out it was better than the British Centurion? You felt pretty good because you had a better tank. But then they buffed the British line, so it was no big whoop-de-doo. Well, guess what? Now there's a Centurion premium tank, the Centurion 5 one, which is basically a Primo Victoria, but with a really good hull. So all you Primo Victoria owners, did you get the memo sent to you to go fuck yourself? Well, you could get yourself a Russian refund and spend some more money and switch to a Centurion 5 one. You could do that. I will not buy any Tier 8 premium tanks. I don't care what their attributes are, what kind of gun, what kind of armor, what kind of speed, I don't care what they do, what nation. They're Tier 8, and therefore I will be bottom tier every game. And I'm just not interested in that. I bought premium tanks in the past, preferential premiums, and I was top tier all the time. That's why I bought them. And now any Tier 8 premium on sale, I will not buy. It's just me. Now I'm lucky that you guys have gifted me lots of them, and I will do reviews and play them and let you know what I think of them. But buyer beware. Let's get into that, because when this is what happens. The new one comes out, right? And I always, if one of you guys gifts me one, or if I get my hands on one, I will maybe do a review or a video on it 2 months after it's out or 3 months after it's out. And you can watch the video and it's entertaining and, fine. But this is what you got to be aware of, because there's it's borderline advertising, and you have to know this going in, because a new one comes out, for instance. A new one's going to come out next week. And there will be videos that come out before it's available, and it's the community contributors that do these videos, and it's a good thing they do them. I'm not saying they shouldn't do them, because they will give you all the information, the armor, the gun, this, that. They'll tell you all about it. They'll go through the weak spots in the armor, so that when you have to face them, you'll know what to do, and it's a great source of information. So it's a great that they do this, right? And it's only the community contributors or some select people that get access to the tanks before they come out. And what happens, though, I think, is that a lot of people, they're wondering whether they should buy the new one that's coming out. So they watch a video, and it's a community contributor that goes, he's got the new, take your pick here, whatever, and he rolls out, and he's in the game, and he's talking to you about the tank. He's fully loaded with consumables. He has a 6-skill crew. Pulls out from behind a building, and there's some unsuspecting guy in Tier 7 that's playing versus him. Now, the tank's not available. It's not out yet. Nobody knows what it is. Nobody, they just look, oh, I've never seen one of those. What the hell is that? The guy pokes around the building to have a look at it and take a shot, and little does he know that it has a 5-shot clip. And boom, 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 he's taken out, and the community contributor says, look at the firepower here. Look, I could just, the HP that you can go through so quickly, it's fantastic. And he shot my hull and bounced. I bounced it. Well, he didn't know that your turret is weak. He doesn't know anything about the tank because it hasn't come out, right? So you watch one of these videos of a guy that's playing a tank that's nobody knows what it is, and it's not even out yet. There's been 43 games played in total with this tank because there's only a select group that have access, some wargaming staff, I guess, and some special people. So they do, they get 900 XP, and it's a mastery badge. Ace tanker, look at this, the tank is great. And then the video's over, and you kind of come away with it with this sense, well, wow, I got to get that one. I need the new purse. Fall's coming. I can't wear the white one anymore. I need the beige one, right? And I just got to buyer beware. When you watch those kind of things, you have to understand that through no fault of their own, right? The community contributors and these guys that are doing the videos, I think it's great. It's a service that we need so that we could go watch those things and learn about the new stuff. But they don't really have to disclose that hey guys, by the way, this is a wargaming product that I have access to before everyone else. It's not technically a sponsored video because they're not getting paid to do that, right? And I know what a sponsored video, when you show something on YouTube, if someone's paying you, like I did a video for Armored Warfare, they asked me to do it and they paid me to do it, and I had to disclose that and put on the screen the watermark that says paid content so that people watching know that there could be some conflict of interest if I'm just saying, hey, this is great, fantastic, you should play this, and they're paying me. That's an ad. You're watching an ad, right? A paid ad. And YouTube rules are you have to disclose that. But technically, the people that are showing you these videos on these new tanks, they are not getting, quote-unquote, paid. They're getting access to the pixel tank before anyone else. So if you want to watch a video, you have to watch their video on it because no one else has it. And, they can generate revenue on YouTube from views, because that's what we do on YouTube. But they're not technically getting paid by Wargaming, so they don't have to say, oh, by the way, guys, this is just, take this with a grain of salt because I'm showing you this. And I'm sure that if I did a video of the new tank that comes out and I just lambasted it and ripped Wargaming apart and talked about how much I hated this. Oh, wait a minute, someone did do that. Sir Foch did do a video like that when when the Chrysler came out, because he didn't like it. That didn't go over very well. Wargaming threatened to copyright strike him and booted him from the community contributor program. So I'm just saying, and I'm not trying to have a go at any of those guys that do the videos, because it's a great service for us to quickly learn about the tank, learn the weak spots, learn how to handle them, how, what they are quickly when they come out. That's great. And those guys play the new tanks, and they provide a great service for us to watch and learn about them. Otherwise, we wouldn't know. But you have to take it with a grain of salt and buyer beware. Realize that you're watching, I don't want to say it's an ad because it's not, but they're playing something that nobody has, that nobody knows how to fight against. And they're going to show, of course, they're going to show you a great game, and they're going to talk about it. And before you just, if you want to rush out and get every new one, well, then go ahead and just collect them. But what I'm saying is watch these videos and learn and take away all the information. But don't be mesmerized by the show and the glossy pictures and, all the hoopla on the new ones. Like maybe see what they're like when you're fighting against them, or let some other people play a few hundred games and then get feedback from them on the forums or during games. You don't have to be the first one that buys them unless you want to. They'll always come back on sale and you could buy just the best ones. From my perspective, I will not buy any tier 8 premium tanks because they're just always bottom tier. this Scorpion G is a great Tier 8 premium. The Defender is a great Tier 8 premium. The Patriot is a fantastic tier. They're great products, but you will be bottom tier all the time, and that's why I will never buy one until they fix the matchmaker. And as they parade out more and more and more new ones, we're going to watch him win this game as bottom tier. Just buyer beware. Take it with a grain of salt. Just when you see all the content about the new ones before they come out, just realize what you're watching, okay? And make an informed decision on whether you should buy one. Look at these results here. You have a look and I'll keep talking. He did great. Look at all the zeros on his team. Unbelievable. And I'm going to continue to enjoy this game and continue to enjoy the premium tanks that I've bought in the past, especially the low tier ones. The tier 6s and 7s I really like, and if some new tier 6s or 7s come out, I may consider buying them if they're good, because the matchmaking is better. Tier 8 matchmaking, forget it. I'm out. I'm not buying any of them. But just remember, guys, rushing out right away to be the first guy to own something is not necessarily the best strategy. All those guys that bought the Primo Victoria, how do they feel now that the Centurion 5.1 is out? If you rushed out and bought an IS-3A, what did you feel like a few months later when they released the Defender? Or if you went out and bought yourself a Rudy so that you could have the woof woof, the dog barking, and then a couple of months later they buffed the T3485M and gave it away for free to everybody. You know, buyer beware. Spend your money wisely if you're going to spend it at all. And buyer beware, do your homework. And I hope you enjoyed my chat.